again for another Miss Malaika pyramid video. This Sunday was the cooking task, and the delegates were tasked to cook traditional local Ghanaian dishes the local way, the Asanka Delight way. But before I go further, today my lighting situation is a bit bad. I use natural light. It's kind of cloudy outside, so we need to make the video and we need to keep it moving. Consistency is the goal for this year. So bear with me. As I said, this week was a cooking episode and a delegate were tasked to cook local traditional Ghanaian meals in a local way. I think they tried it, they did well, and you could tell that by the end of the episode they were all stressed out. Mostly during the cooking episode, I rely on the judges to give me feedback on their meals. So because I'm not there, I can't smell, I can't taste, but I don't just rely on their views. I also look out for beauty, grace. It's a pageant, it's a competition. I'm looking out for creativity as well, beyond the taste and the smell. I'm looking out for creativity, I'm looking out for teamwork. That's what I'm looking out to see. But for this episode, I'll just stick with the judges' view. In this episode, I'm ranking them based by their group performance. This is going to be the last episode that I rank them based by the group performance. The subsequent episode is going to be individually based. We are going to go back to our original pyramid style. As you normally know, this video is in two parts: honorable mention and the pyramid. The honorable mentions are the delegates that are doing well, that I think they did something that I would like to talk about, and the pyramid are strictly the delegate per my metrics did well in that episode, and they are working hard and they are putting in the effort to be seen and to win the crown. So enough of the talking, let's start with the honorable mentions. First on my honorable mention list is Lucille and Aisha. Well, I didn't expect much from them. I was expecting something terrible, but the judges seems to have some positive feedback. I don't know whether to trust them or not, but I would say they are interesting pair to watch on screen. Especially Aisha has a pure soul. I like her, like her reactions. Like if you want to know what she's thinking or how she's feeling, just pay attention to her facial expression and her body language. When Lucille was like, "I know you're going to enjoy it," the way she quickly turned to Lucille like, "Wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves." I like their chemistry. I like how bubbly and lively they were on screen. I hope the next edition they get enough votes to stay because they are enjoyable. Next on the honorable mention list is Marie and Anapari. Okay, I was surprised. Apparently, jollof is not that easy to make. So I understand. I cook myself and I know I don't have the patience for jollof. Jollof needs a lot of patience, and for a competition that you have to prepare your meal within 60 minutes, I understand. Jollof needs a lot of patience. I think they make a wonderful team, and I can see the two of them going far, going very far. Hopefully top 5, top 3, who knows. And also when they are talking, I try to picture them on the grand finale when they are giving their speech, how they sound, how confident they will be, and I think these two got it. Now moving on to the next group on the honorable mention list is Whitney and Elizabeth. You know what? I kind of felt like they knew that their soup was a bit salty, so they prepared their banku to match the salt so that when you combine it, it's going to be natural. That's genius over there. So I think that's what the vibe they were going for, but it didn't work out for them because they just cooked their tea. I like their meal. It looked interesting. It looks something that I would love to eat. Now to the final group on the pyramid, Ifia, Lois, and Asantua. That's another difficult meal that they prepare. I wouldn't lie. Kiki is not an easy meal. I would have put them on the pyramid just because they prepare Kiki, but the judges didn't seem to enjoy it like I was hoping them to do. One thing I need from my Ifia, Lois, and Asantua, I want them to own the script. Okay, that was the honorable mention list. As I said, this episode is just purely based on the judges' opinion that I'm going with. So it's kind of a quick in a rush, and also I don't have the best lighting, so I don't want to do a long video as well. So now let's move to the pyramid. But before I go in there, let me remind you guys again, Miss Malaika is heavily dependent on public vote. And the sad part is that the most interesting delegates, if they get evicted, the show becomes some way. I don't want it to become some way. So please kindly vote for them. Alright, so now let's get into the pyramid and see which group made it to the top of the pyramid. At number 5 is Adelaide and Elon. They also didn't get a good review for their jollof. As I said, jollof is not an easy meal to cook, yeah. But I think what pushed them is that I like their presentation. I like their presentation. That's one of the key factors that stood out for me. On the next slot above the base is Emefa and Nakia. I was impressed, honestly. Another difficult meal to prepare, but I was impressed with the comment the judges passed. I look at the food, it felt a little bit cold. Like when they were presented, I felt like this food is cold, it's not hot. But I like the presentation. It gave me the local vibe, those we call them bushki. That was when they presented. That was the vibe I got. Bushki. I was like, local. Now to the third slot on the pyramid is Denise and Salma. You know what? I was disappointed. I thought the boiled yam and gravy is the easiest meal to cook. They had a few issues with the judges, but their food looked good. It looked good. I think it's something that I would love to eat. Like I said for the previous food, their food looked cool, especially the yam. I can tell that the yam was cold. And that's not their fault, that's production. That's the production part. I don't know what was going on with production. And since that this episode, they had a lot of challenges filming this episode. I might be wrong because I can feel a lot of technicalities, errors that I felt like they needed more time or they were being rushed. Now to the number 2 slot, which I wasn't surprised, but I was heard that they were in number 1. They made number 1 beat them. That's Delphine and Maureen. I think I like them. I like how their little bragging, right? They were like, look at these people. What do they think they are making? Those little shade. I like it. That was cute. I was hoping the other group could have come back stronger, but no, they were being a little bit diplomatic. I like their parent. I felt like that was a good one. And now at the number 1 spot, which we all know by now, that's Cherise and Nasiba. I think they are going to win this tag based on the judges' comment. Also, I felt that their soup looked cold. It was like something that it has been there for a while. They have to reheat it and present it. That was how it was given. I like the fact that the judge said, "Oh, their soup is thick and it complements and it's going to be the omutu." I like my omutu with thick soup because when the soup is not thick, it becomes like rice water. But they also did well. As I said, I wish they could have banter Delphine and Maureen more, drag them a little bit more, but it was all good. Okay, so this is it for this episode. But before I go, I've realized that my videos kind of take a little bit longer because by the time my video comes out, they done eviction already and the girls are out. Although I try to bring them out before the next episode. So I'm trying to see how best I can drum up publicity for the delegates to get enough votes. So on my Instagram page, that's bravo.str, I will be posting my top 5 favorite delegates for each episode over there. So if I don't post you, that doesn't mean that you're not doing well. You're doing well, but per my metrics of analysis, you are in my top 5 delegate for that night. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. There are millions of content out there. You chose to watch mine and I'm humble. Thank you. See you in the next one, which I think is either going to be the fitness episode or the fun night. Let us do fitness before fun night. Anyway, I'll be back again with my review. See you in the next one. Bye bye.